And good evening, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for another edition of The News Now here on WTOC in the 24-hour newsroom. This is an opportunity for those watching on the WTOC News app as well as WTOCnews.com to get a look at some of the stories, the bigger stories we've been covering throughout the day. Also, a big thanks to those who found us on Roku, on Amazon Fire, as well as Facebook. Again, opportunity for you to catch up on some of the bigger stories we've been covering today. We'll also give you a heads up on what's coming up today on the news at 11 this evening. Well, the family of Ricky Boyd and their supporters are planning to show up at Savannah City Council wearing red and demanding answers from Savannah police. WTOC has been following this investigation from the beginning. Officers shot Ricky Boyd on his front porch. This was back in January. They were attempting to serve a murder warrant at the time. Police insist Boyd was waving a BB gun. Initially, they said he actually fired at police. They changed that story a bit later. The family that witnessed that shooting and who has seen police video disagree with that account. Wright Gazaway has more on why the public demand for transparency starts with that police body cam video.
Is the city of Savannah going to do the smart thing, the honorable thing, and release this tape or not?
Today, Ricky Boyd's mother and the family attorney called on the city to once again release the body cam video from that shooting. Showing up at tomorrow's council meeting is the next thing they're doing.
The message that we're sending to the city of Savannah, is to release the body cam.
5 members of Boyd's family have seen that video. They've not changed their tune about what they say it shows.
All 5 of them have indicated that the video shows no firearm, no object, nothing that could look like an object.
Right now, the DA's office is reviewing the case file from the GBI. State Senator Lester Jackson wants the U.S. Department of Justice to take that over. The family's attorney explains why.
To ask this district attorney to make a decision about prosecuting a witness whose testimony they rely on day in and day out, quite frankly, asks too much.
The DA disagrees, saying they present their cases to the grand jury based on facts. Maykeep's office adds that they had nothing to do with the initial investigation. Ultimately, the family says they want justice for Boyd. Tomorrow will be a peaceful demonstration.
Just to let the public know that my son did not commit these things that the city of Savannah is stating.
We want his name cleared.
That's
Ricky
right.
Boyd did not commit the Hudson Hill homicide. Ricky Boyd did not have a firearm in his hand when he exited the house on January 23rd. Ricky Boyd did not initiate gunfire. Ricky Boyd did not shoot the sergeant on scene that morning. All of these things have been said by the city of Savannah or by the interim police chief, and none of those things are true.
Early this morning, Al Sharpton tweeted about the shooting. I'm told Miss Smiley cried when she saw that tweet.
Wright Gazaway reporting there. A spokesperson for the city of Savannah says they are aware of that peaceful protest expected to happen during city council tomorrow. That is all they are saying about that. Police tell us the Belisle Whitfield homicide case is still open. In fact, SPD telling us they were serving murder warrants on Boyd concerning that Whitfield case at the time of his shooting. WTOC was also the first to receive that letter from Senator Lester Jackson sent to Attorney General Jeff Sessions talking about the Boyd investigation. But there were a number of things that seemed a bit of a surprise in that case. Take a listen. First, Senator Jackson appears to be using the publicity both locally and nationally about this case as justification to take it away from District Attorney Meg Heap and her civil grand jury, saying it has prompted not only local attention but national attention as well. Therefore, I'm asking that the case be transferred to the U.S. Department of Justice. The U.S. Attorney General has not made it a practice of taking these kinds of cases out of local jurisdictions and has not responded to Senator Jackson's request. The letter also makes it clear the senator believes there is a chance of a biased investigation if the case is left to local authorities, stating it will help avoid potential bias within the local district attorney's office and will restore the community's trust in this investigation. We asked Senator Jackson tonight if he joined the family in their demand to have the police body cam footage released and why he believed police and the DA have not followed the lead of so many other communities in doing so.
I hate to speculate why, but I think that the family needs closure, and releasing the video brings closure.
Despite the district attorney being quoted in an Atlanta newspaper saying that she does plan to turn the Ricky Boyd case over to a grand jury as early as next week. I was told by her office earlier this evening that that is inaccurate. In a statement from Meg Heap's office, she tells me simply that all of our decisions are evidence-based. This is the process followed by district attorneys' offices across the state. All right, Tattnall County man will spend the rest of his life in prison for murder. A jury found Tommy Cooper guilty last week in the death of Travis Hankerson back in March of 2016. At a sentencing hearing today, prosecutors brought the victim's mother and daughters to the stand to talk about their loss. Cooper's first trial ended in a hung jury, but Hankerson's mother says she knew she and her family would get justice eventually.
And I didn't know how long it was going to take, but I was willing to wait. It didn't matter about the weight of it as long as justice was served.
Cooper's attorney tells us that he has already filed a motion for a brand new trial in this case. Coming up tonight at 11, Danielle Lewan will have much more on her interview with Senator Lester Jackson on why he doesn't believe that allowing local prosecutors to handle the Ricky Boyd police shooting case is a good idea. And it starts, he says, with trust. And coming up right here in just 1 hour, meteorologist Jamie Ertel will have a look at a forecast that'll take you all the way through your weekend. Here's a hint. It's a good one. All right, until then, thanks for joining me here, and have a good night.